WGTV, Jake Blues with Elwood behind the camera, and we are here with Ian Petrella. He's talking right now with this guy who is a Blues Brothers fan. So, you know, let's get in here. Let's get in here and look at this.
Were you in there?
Yes. Yes, he was in this. See, we don't get much of this, but we actually can video a fan talking with, checking it out. Yeah, see, he was, you know, the kid in the suit. Now, did you really have a hard time getting up out of the snow with that?
No.
No?
That's called acting.
That was acting, so it wasn't method, it was real acting.
Yeah, but you know, everybody always asks, could you really put your arms down? And yes, you could. As you can see here, what they used to fill the armpit areas to keep the arms up was a high-tech system called duct tape and upholstery foam. That's how it was done. It was 1983, and someone grabbed a pocket knife, cut out 2 triangular pieces of upholstery foam out of a couch, and they just duct taped them underneath the arms, and that's how you got it.
And it haunts you to this day, huh?
Yeah, and as far as people say, was it really hard to get in and out of the suit? Not at all. This was just one big puffy suit. I had a nice pair of silk pajamas underneath, and if I got too cold, I had a nice little trailer with hot cocoa waiting for me. It's good to be an actor.
What are some of the other, like, you know, questions you get everywhere you go?
I mean, definitely one of the questions is, what was it like to work with Darren McGavin? I mean, that's, you know, definitely one of the big questions, and the only answer for that is professional. A lot of people want to know, did I ever get to meet Gene Shepard? And I did, a lot. I had a lot of time actually speaking with Gene Shepard. He was on the set a lot. I mean, if someone's going to make a movie about your stories, you're going to be there.
Right.
So he was. So, and in fact, I actually remember talking to Gene Shepard a lot more than Darren McGavin.
Really?
So
the more meaningful conversations happen there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
you know,
well, you know, I want to say back when this was made, because we're talking about an actor who had been around for quite a while, who had worked in classic Golden Age Hollywood. So when he comes to a set, it is professional from start to finish.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's not like it is today on a set where you're, you know, you get joking around and maybe you get, you know, all right, 10, 15 minutes of film time.
Well, he had, I mean, you know, pretty much, you can pretty much sum up. There were 3 people that were responsible for how this movie turned out, and that was Bob Clark, Gene Shepard, and Darren McGavin. I mean, he had a very strong vested interest in making sure that this movie went right. So, I mean, he had, you know, enough power, enough say-so, and creative input into making the film as much as Bob and Gene.
Right.
So, you know, in fact, it's, you know, it's funny, but he wasn't actually the first choice.
No.
He wasn't. Jack Nicholson was actually.
That would have been a totally different movie.
That brings a whole new meaning to Daddy's Gonna Kill Ralphie, I'll tell you that. Especially after, you know, just getting done with The Shining.
Right.
You know, now he's gonna be in this little holiday Christmas film.
Did you see him? Dad's gonna kill Ralphie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been a horror movie. Wow. All right, so my producer whispered in my ear 2 questions. One of them we got. The other one, the ice with your tongue. What's the story behind that?
About what tongue?
He said, no. If he's wrong, I want to get this on TV. This is gonna be great. Because, yeah, he said he's supposed to ask him about the pole, the frozen pole with the tongue.
Right.
Now, I'm getting from the reaction and the devilish grin, it wasn't you, was it?
No.
Oh, this is going to be great, and I'm not editing this out.
It's okay, because I don't feel bad. I actually was being interviewed live via satellite on a morning show, and I'm sitting there with my little ear, you know, piece, and they're videotaping us. And the reporter, you know, is like this bubbly, you know, perky, you know. So, Ian, you know, just ask me one question. Did you really have trouble getting your tongue stuck to that pole? And this was live, and I'm just like, not at all.
Oh, just go with it.
I know, but it's like they just showed the scene with him, you know, Randy, like, I can't put my arms down, you know.
Right.
And here's, you know, Miss Randy, little Ian Petrella, and then, you know, tell me about that tongue. Like, I don't know what to say.
That's when you go, well, I can tell you did your research,
Right.
so let me give you a straight answer. It was tough. So what are you doing now?
Behind the scenes, kind of what this guy does.
Yeah.
Hold cameras and videotape people. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes stuff. Also do graphic design and.
Nice. Sounds like everything that I do, except for when I'm doing this, because I'm the camera.
Right.
So, did you like do some film school, or did you just kind of like figured your film school was this movie?
I did a little bit of film school.
Yeah.
Basically, it was just I wanted to go in and because when I decided to really get into filmmaking, I mean, we were just doing the whole crossover with technology. Final Cut was just coming out, so I had to at least go to school to at least learn the technology, and that's what I learned. But I always say it's like there's one thing you learn in film school. It's that I really didn't need to go to film school.
Exactly.
So,
$63,000 to get a bachelor's degree at Full Sail to teach me that I already knew what I needed.
I went to community college. I went to San Francisco Community College, $24 a unit, and I had kids from the art academy going, "I hate you."
But see, I got this camera out of it. And a laptop, so you know what? I figured that's what I paid for.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Well, thank you.
I got Photoshop.
You got Photoshop?
Yeah.
I got like the full CS6 Adobe setup, on my laptop. So I'm like, oh, this is,
See?
it paid for it.
There's a reason
Hey,
to go to school.
we're talking film school here. Don't you do that at me, Elwood. All right. Well, you know what? We're going to be back in just a little bit with, I believe, the Booth Brothers. So stick with us. Remember, we're here till 4 a.m.